Okay, Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Muhamad Suharjo from Business Education, Faculty of Economics, at University of Jakarta, 2018. First, the Honorable Nadia Fadila Fidiullah MPD as a coordinator, Business Education Study Program. The Honorable, and thank you so much for my supervising lecturer, first Dr. Anda Basra Saidani, MSE, and Ika Febrilia SAMM. And this is my undergraduate thesis, The Influence of Service Quality, Company Image, and Customer Satisfaction to Word of Mouth on Bank Syariah Indonesia. Okay, next, for the introduction, this is Islamic finance sector. These reports estimate that the value of Islamic finance assets increased by 13.9% in 2019 from $2.52 trillion to $2.88 trillion due to the impact of COVID-19 crisis. The value of Islamic finance asset is expected to show no growth in 2020, but is expected to rebound and grow at a 5-year compound annual growth rate of 5% from 2019 onwards to reach $3.69 trillion by 2024. And next, this is from Islamic banking statistics in Indonesia from many indicators like total assets, total banks, total office, branch office, sub-branch office, cash office, ATM, and total labors. And this data, almost the indicators showing good information for Islamic banking sector growth in Indonesia from year on year. From 2016 until 2021 December. In 2021, Islamic finance in Indonesia will grow positively in the midst of a pandemic. From the banking side, in May 2021, Islamic banking assets grew 15.6% year on year or reach 598.2 trillion rupiah. This data is by Kementerian Keuangan.go.id. And the total assets of the merged bank from Mandiri Syariah, BRI Syariah, and BNI Syariah will reach 214.6 trillion rupiah with a core capital of more than 20.4 trillion rupiah, placing banks in the list of the top largest in Indonesia in terms of assets and the 10 largest Islamic banks in the world by katadata.co.id. Unfortunately, from Islamic bank, there is a couple of problems include Bank Syariah Indonesia. First, from service quality aspect, the integration of service resulting from the merger of Bank Syariah Indonesia, that is Bank Syariah Mandiri or BSM, BNI Syariah and BRI Syariah received complaints from customers. The complaint was due to the migration of BNI Syariah and BRI Syariah accounts to BSI by kontan.co.id. And from company image aspect, there is for information, businessman Yusuf Hamka recently claimed the Islamic bank are crueler than conventional banks. Deputy Chairman of MUI Anwar Abbas said the statement will tarnish the good name of all Islamic banks and the public's trust in Islamic bank filed by Kompas.com. But Jakarta population data is about 28 million people that is predominantly by Muslim. That is in 2020 is about more than 9 million people. Unfortunately, common research model just like this, just focus research on variable service quality, customer satisfaction, company image, to customer loyalty. So for my research novelty, I will research Bank Syariah Indonesia for the object of this research and add variable word of mouth instead customer loyalty because it is important to ensure customers spread positive things about the company to others because it is a form of effective marketing strategies that create awareness to the public. Co 2020. So the question of this research is there a positive and significant effect of service quality to customer satisfaction, company image and customer satisfaction, service quality on word of mouth, company image on word of mouth, customer satisfaction on word of mouth, service quality on word of mouth through customer satisfaction, and company image on word of mouth through customer satisfaction on Bank Syariah Indonesia. So for the benefits of this research as a practical to be used as a reference so that the Bank Syariah Indonesia further improve aspects of service quality, company image, and customer satisfaction so as to also result in increase in word of mouth at Bank Syariah Indonesia. As a theoretical to provide a basis for further researches in conduction other research to examine word of mouth in Islamic bank or other possible research. So for the literatures, first service quality variables is according to Chiptono 2017 that is quality is a limitation that needs to be achieved by individual, groups, institutions, or organization regarding to quality of human resources, working methods, processes, and performance or product results. Service is product that is generally intangible and does not result in ownership of something that is composed of activities, benefits, or satisfactions offered for sale by Cutler and Armstrong 2012. Then for company image variable is according Cutler and Keller 2015 company image is the overall impression that is embedded in the public about an instance. According to Philip and Daubarait 2008, company image becomes a competitive advantage that cannot be imitated by competitors because it is formed for a long time. Next, for the customer satisfaction is a feeling of pleasure, of feeling of disappointment that is felt judged by the impression of the performance that the product can provide compared to expectation by Kotler and Armstrong 2012. According to Maltasam et al. 2017, customer satisfaction refers to the perceived good or bad feelings or attitude of customer after they consume a product or receive a service. And the last word of mouth, or we can say WOM, according to Babic Rosario et al. 2016, word of mouth is the act of consumer conveying information about goods, service, brands, or company to other consumers. And West and Lovelock explain that the other consumer recommendations are generally considered more reliable than information activities carried out by a company. And next, this is a couple of relevant research. First from Malasi and Giantari 2019. The research is effect of service quality, company image, and customer satisfaction in word of mouth. Radiah et al. 2021. The effect of service quality and company image on word of mouth with satisfaction and trust as mediating variables on airlines in Indonesia. Co 2020, a study of service quality, corporate image, customer satisfaction, revisit intention, and word of mouth evidence from the KTV industry. And the last is from Nilam Sari, 2018. The research is service quality, company image, trust, and its influence on customer satisfaction and loyalty at Bank Syariah Mandiri, Melebuh branch office. And this is a research model. There is 7 hypotheses for service quality on customer satisfaction, company image on customer satisfaction, service quality to word of mouth, company image to word of mouth, customer satisfaction to word of mouth, service quality to word of mouth through customer satisfaction for the intervening, and the last is company image to word of mouth through customer satisfaction for the intervening. And this is the research purpose. Okay, next. The population is people who live in Jakarta area as well as customer of Bank Syariah Indonesia. And for the sample is we'll use purposive sampling technique, that is customer of Bank Syariah Indonesia live in Jakarta and have made transaction at least twice in the last 6 months. Here 2009 define the minimum number of sample is 5-fold the total of indicators. So the total of indicator on variables is for quality of service is 10, company image is 5, customer satisfaction is 5, word of mouth is 5. So for the sample is 220 200 for more relevant. So this is for research methods. The place is in Jakarta. The time in October 2021 until June 2022. For the data collection is primarily via questionnaire by Google Form, and the method is quantitative research. And this is for research instrument for service quality. There is 10 indicators. Company image, there is 10 indicators. Customer satisfaction, there is 6 indicator, and word of mouth, there is 6 indicator. And the Likert, so for the measurement, I will use Likert scale. That is from 1 to 5, from strongly disagree until strongly agree. And this is for data analysis technique. For variable test, I will use confirmatory feature analysis or CFA. So for the software, for the validity and reliability test, I will use SPSS. So, and for the hypothesis test, I will use AMOS. For validity test, is significance that is 5%, error count more than error table, that is instrument is valid. If error count less than error table, the instrument is not valid. For reliability test, the indicator that crunch bunch alpha the more than 0.6 is reliable. Crunch bunch alpha is less than 0.6 is not reliable. For validity and reliability test, this is the results from SPSS, and the result is all of the variable is valid. There is 100%. For reliability test, that is all of variable that reliable to 500%. And for the hypothesis test, I will use SAM, structural equation modeling, that is use goodness of fit indices like chi-square, significant probability, RMC, and many more. And this is the cutoff value of it. So for the hypothesis test, for direct effect test, if the critical ratio or CR value is more than 1.96 with a probability significance or less than 0.05, the variable relationship is declared positive by Ghazali 2017. Based on the standardized regression way, if there is no minus sign, then the relationship between this variable is positive by Minto 2016. For indirect effect tests for intervening variables is comparing the calculated z value with the table z value or absolutes. If z count more than z table, it is said there is a mediation effect, Ghazali 2016. And the Sobel test can also be done using a Sobel calculator by Adnan and Kiswanto 2017. And this is for Sobel calculator link. And this is my respondent profile. For the domicile, the majority is from East Jakarta, 46%. For the gender, the majority is from female, 64%. For the age, the majority from 21 until 25 years old, 80.5%. For respondent profile, job status, the majority is from college student, 60%. The marital status, the majority is from not married, is 96%. And the last is educational background. The majority is from high school, is 52.5%. And this is the statistic description of each variable from service quality, company image, customer satisfaction, and word of mouth. The data is and range, minimum, maximum, sum, mean for statistic and standard error, standardized deviation, and variance. So for the result, calculate average score of service quality variables. The highest is from indicator assurance, and the sub-indicator is I feel comfortable doing transaction at the bank with 10.38%. For the company image, the highest is from competence. The sub-indicator is BSE is my preferred bank, with the percentage is 10.55%. And then for customer satisfaction, the highest is from cost and convenience. The sub-indicator is I satisfied with the ease of service with 16.87%. And the last is from word of mouth. The highest is from recommend to other, and the sub-indicator is this bank deserves to be recommended to the others with 17.19%. And this is for the results. Use SAM, structural equation modeling, and this is for the model from Amos. And the estimate results is for GOF or goodness of fit indices, chi-square until TLI. The cut value is that the value from the calculate is just like this, and the label all of the indices is perfect. So if the model estimate is done and the results are not good or not good fit or poor fit, and it is found to have a large residual error, the researchers can make change to a developed model. This change can only be made if the researcher has a strong enough reason to justify it. By Minto 2016, the model change are made by referencing the MI or modification indices table and removing the largest MI value. This process significantly reduces the chi-square value and significantly increase the probability of errors so that the model can be run there is a positive and significant effect of service quality on customer satisfaction at the Bank Syariah Indonesia. So this is the result after modification for the model like this. And for the indices, the value is the label. All of the indices is good fit. So if they're good fit, we can next step to the hypothesis test, and this is the results. The Amos data processing estimates results from direct effect for variable effect, and this is, and the results is from CR, standardized regression rate, and probability. The label, this is for the criteria hypothesis accepted if CR value is more than 1.96, the standardized regression rate without minus sign, and the probability value is less than 0.05. So for the all of variable effect show there is a hypothesis accepted, and this is the for the results. And then for the indirect effect intervening variables, first for service quality to warm through customer satisfaction, the statistic value or Z value is more than 1.96. The significant two-tail value is less than 0.05. So we can claim the hypothesis is accepted. So next for second one, for the service quality to warm. I'm sorry, this is mean company image to word of mouth through customer satisfaction. For Z value is more than 1.96, and significant two-tail value is less than 0.05. So we claim hypothesis is accepted. So for the conclusion is there is 7 conclusion: service quality and customer satisfaction. There is positive and significant effect of service quality on customer satisfaction, company image and customer satisfaction, service quality on word of mouth, company image on word of mouth, customer satisfaction on word of mouth, service quality on word of mouth through customer satisfaction, and the last is company image on word of mouth through customer satisfaction. All of the variable effect show that there's positive and significant effect from all of the variable. So for the implication, the aspect of service quality that the last effect is shown in the user friendliness indicator in the suite of e-banking system services from Bank Syariah Indonesia. The aspect of the company image that has the last effects is shown in the enterprise indicator in the word of mouth promotion. The aspect of customer satisfaction that has the last effect is shown in the indicator of customer satisfaction with the speed of service. The aspect of word of mouth or word of mouth marketing that has the least effect is shown in the indicator of the customer desire to influence others by persuading or recommending BSE as the bank of choice. So for unfortunately, I this is for limitation for my research. There is 2 points. First, in the word of mouth variables, researchers that is I only focus on indicators that show the effect of positive warmth. So that is limited is representing the actual negative warmth condition. And the second, this is research data was obtained through the distribution of questionnaires, which is tend to be limited, so that sometimes some respondents do not show the actual condition based on their knowledge and experience. So for recommendation for further research, Just focus more on research with different independent variables because many other variables are very possible to determine the level of customer satisfaction with word of mouth. Besides that, it can also focus more on digital aspects such as e-service quality and electronic word of mouth or e-worm. So that is more relevant to development of bank services and the trend society which is also increasing massive in carrying out digital-based activities. And that's all. Thank you so much for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.